movie. Comment, like, share, subscribe.
The late 1970s was a time of great innovation and creativity in television. Science fiction, in particular, was gaining in popularity, and viewers were eager for stories that pushed the boundaries of imagination. Amidst this backdrop emerged The $6 Million Man, a show that would pave the way for one of the most beloved female protagonists of the era, Jamie Summers, the Bionic Woman. Let's take a look at one of the most beloved characters in the history of television and a true icon of the 1970s.
Initiate sequence. Retrotron Entertainment presents
That 70s Nerd. The $6 Million Man, based on the 1972 novel Cyborg by Martin Caidin, was the series from which the Bionic Woman would later be spun off. The central character, Steve Austin, played by Lee Majors, was an astronaut who suffered a devastating accident, but in the hands of the fictional Office of Scientific Intelligence, OSI, and through the marvels of cutting-edge technology that looked like the pages of a Radio Shack catalog, Austin was rebuilt with bionic implants, turning him into a hybrid of man and machine. These enhancements gave him superhuman abilities, making him an invaluable asset to the OSI for high-risk government missions. It was in the 1975 two-part episode titled The Bionic Woman that audiences were first introduced to Jamie Summers. Portrayed by Lindsay Wagner, Jamie is Steve Austin's high school sweetheart and a top-tier professional tennis player. Their romance is rekindled when Steve returns to his hometown of Ojai, California, but tragedy strikes during a skydiving date, and Jamie's life hangs in the balance. Steve appealed to his superiors at OSI, and the decision was made to give Jamie bionic implants similar to his own, turning her into the titular Bionic Woman. Unlike Steve, who has a bionic eye, Jamie was given an amplified bionic ear, allowing her to hear sounds beyond the range of human capacity. Her bionic limbs grant her immense strength and speed. However, there is a twist in Jamie's narrative. After undergoing the transformation and embarking on a mission for OSI, she faces severe medical complications. The story arc concludes with a heart-wrenching turn of events, Jamie's apparent demise. The emotional depth and complexity of Jamie's character, combined with the warm and engaging portrayal by Lindsay Wagner, struck a deep chord with audiences. The immense popularity and audience reaction to Jamie Summers led the network to reconsider her story's conclusion. Recognizing the potential for a standalone show, ABC decided to resurrect the character, and thus, the Bionic Woman series was conceptualized. While Steve Austin's narrative centered on espionage and action, Jamie's story delved deeper into the human elements of her transformation, her dual life as an OSI agent and a teacher, and the complexities of her personal relationships. The show's production was meticulous, from the portrayal of Jamie's superhuman feats to the establishment of the series' tone. Every detail was carefully considered. The producers were keen on maintaining a sense of plausibility. They set explicit limits on Jamie's abilities, ensuring that while she was extraordinary, she wasn't invincible. Jamie Summers wasn't just a superhuman with bionic implants. Her struggle with these implants portrayed a dichotomy that many individuals face in the modern world. On one hand, her bionic parts gave her immense power. On the other, they were a constant reminder of her lost humanity. This duality made her character deeply relatable. In a world where people grapple with unpredictable technological advancements and its implications on humanity, Jamie's struggles resonate deeply. Jamie's relationship with Steve Austin, the original $6 Million Man, was also of significant note. Their dynamic was unique, providing viewers with a multifaceted look into their camaraderie, shared experiences, and even romantic tension. It wasn't just about their combined strengths, but also about the emotional support and understanding they offered each other. Furthermore, Jamie's role as a schoolteacher juxtaposed her bionic capabilities with her nurturing nature. Her dedication to her students showcased her commitment to guiding the next generation, even as she battled villains and faced her own internal conflicts. A key element that set the Bionic Woman apart was its portrayal of vulnerability. Jamie wasn't infallible. She had moments of self-doubt, emotional turmoil, and genuine fear. Yet, it was in these moments that her true strength shone through. While the series was replete with action sequences, it didn't shy away from addressing social issues of the time, be it ethical dilemmas related to advanced technology or the nuances of human relationships. The Bionic Woman seamlessly intertwined its thrilling plots with thought-provoking narratives. The Bionic franchise was a groundbreaking example of a shared universe, decades ahead of its time. The most memorable of the crossovers between these two shows were no doubt the two-part episode in which Steve and Jamie square off against Austin's sometimes friend, sometimes enemy, Bigfoot, and a three-part story arc entitled Kill Oscar that aired the first and third parts as Bionic Woman episodes and the second part as an episode of The $6 Million Man. The Bionic Woman's enemies included the infamous Fembots, a line of powerful robots that she fought twice in the series. The Bionic Woman was also noteworthy in the history of genre television in that it had a series finale. In the last episode, On the Run, Jamie resigns from OSI. However, shadowy forces within the government decide that Jamie cannot just be allowed to leave and try to trap her in a controlled community where they can keep her under surveillance. The final episode was inspired by the classic sci-fi series The Prisoner, and Jamie is similarly pursued by entities paranoid about the classified information she possesses. Jamie Summers was an early example of a complex, multi-dimensional female lead character on genre television. Her character broke the mold of what audiences expected from women in action roles. Instead of being one-dimensional or purely action-driven, Jamie was a mosaic of strength, vulnerability, intellect, and emotion. Many of television's later female-led series owe a nod to Jamie's multifaceted portrayal. The show was a pioneer in blending science fiction with the observable world. While it showcased advanced bionic technology, it also addressed the ethical dilemmas surrounding such advancements. This blend of futuristic fiction with present-day concerns set the stage for countless series that straddle the line between the plausible and the fantastical. The Bionic Woman was ahead of its time, not just in its portrayal of characters, but also in its engagement with technology. In an era where bionic limbs, AI, and cyborgs are becoming mundane, everyday reality, the series' exploration of the implications of integrating technology with humanity remains startlingly relevant. The Bionic franchise posed questions about identity, autonomy, and what it means to be a human in a technologically advanced world. It's no surprise that The Bionic Woman has seen numerous sequels and a reboot and references in modern pop culture. The legacy of Jamie Summers remains. This continued interest underscores the show's timeless appeal and its ability to resonate with new generations of viewers. For me, the Bionic franchise remains a cornerstone of my lifelong interest in science fiction and a beloved memory of a more interesting time. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications so you never miss out on new videos and community posts.